What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Congratulations, we've reached the morning after for the Washington Capitals, as the Caps here turned out not to be, as like the story always goes. They're eliminated in 7 games by the Pittsburgh Penguins in the second round. It's going to be a very, very interesting offseason for Brian McClellan and the Capitals management staff, because I don't know what the direction of the team's going to be. For years, anyone that advocated, trade Ovechkin, I just laughed at. It's a stupid fucking idea. I'm still not driving the trade Ovi train, but that's gonna be something you look at. And I've never been the trade your best players argument, but what do you, if you're gonna build a team where your best player plays on the wing, you better damn well make sure that you have a legitimate Selke finalist down the middle and a Norris Trophy winner on defense, which the Chicago Blackhawks have done. Who's the best defenseman Ovechkin's played with? Carlson, Niskanen. The other Carlson's not walked that door, neither is, Drew Doughty or Duncan Keith, whoever. And it's just like shit, and it's one of those things. You kind of just look at the roster. There's all the talent in the world, but the pieces just didn't mesh together. And that's been the case for the last fucking decade for the Capitals. Whether it's Bruce Boudreau or Dale Hunter, Adam Oates, now Barry Trotz. There's been all these coaches that have passed through, and none of them have been able to get the Capitals even into the conference finals. And I think that's a cultural problem. I think San Jose and going back further, Ottawa, back in the early 2000s, they could get to the conference finals. They had a tough time breaking through that hurdle, and that the Capitals just haven't been able to do that. And it's, again, disheartening because they're such a talented hockey team. The fans there are passionate and deserve, quite frankly, a winner. I think everything's going to be on the table in this offseason because there's so many factors at play. You've got a lot of guys up for new contracts. You've got the expansion draft coming up. And you've got, your almost 20th year without a conference final appearance. I think 98, when the year they went to the Stanley Cup final and got bitch slapped by the Red Wings. That was the last time they made it past the second round. And, Ovechkin's never played a game outside of the second round before. Or beyond the second round, to say more accurate. Again, I don't think he's a problem per se. Barry Trotz kind of says differently. But, I still believe you can win the Stanley Cup with Ovechkin as your best player. You just need a different fundamental makeup of the team. And how many more, tear downs and build ups to the Capitals want to go through. Using the Blackhawks as an example, they've highlighted their nucleus and they kind of plug and play. Pittsburgh does the same thing. Pittsburgh's got Connor Sheary and Wilson and Gunzel all coming up playing these roles. And other organizations, I think they would have tried to dole some money out to some more higher profile players, but Pittsburgh's found a way to be like, all right, we've got Malkin, we've got Crosby, Letang, Flower, Kessel, everyone else we can kind of plug and play. And I think Washington, they haven't established their cultural identity, or if they have, it isn't one of a winning formula. So, again, I don't think Ovechkin gets traded this offseason, if you're asking me my thoughts on that. But I think they'll explore a lot of things, and this could be a very, very different looking Washington Capitals team next season. And it's one of those things that change is inevitable, more so in a salary cap driven league than anywhere else. And again, I just don't know to what extent the Capitals will change things this offseason. Anyway, that's all I got. Sort of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes of the season and beyond. Later, guys.